In any sane world, when something feels wrong, you ask for help. You visit a doctor. You describe what's happening. You expect to be believed, or at least heard. But when the cause is environmental, technical, and invisible, you're met with silence. Skepticism. Or worse, a diagnosis that has nothing to do with what's happening. This is the diagnostic spiral, where your search for help becomes the reason you're dismissed.
From UMAC 706. Signal sources used in Phase 1 adaptive targeting rarely produce measurable EMF outside immediate anatomical coupling zones. Ambient readings remain within civilian norms. This means no RF spikes, no broadband interference, nothing a consumer-grade EM meter can confirm. And because it adapts, what you measure is no longer what hurts.
And so you walk into the appointment with real pain and zero evidence. And every attempt to explain makes it worse. Subject use of non-standard vocabulary during symptom reporting predicted elevated misdiagnosis risk. UMAC 707. If you say, "It feels like pressure under my feet. It's like a pulsing in the room. It moves when I shield," you're no longer just describing discomfort. You're triggering their bias algorithms.
I wrote everything down. Times. Dates. What worked. What didn't. I brought it to a clinic, and I could see it in the nurse's eyes before the door closed behind me. That faint tilt of the head. That practiced, polite stare. I knew I had crossed from patient to problem.
When professionals reject your description, it's not just unhelpful, it hurts more than the sensation. Because now, you are not only in discomfort, you are alone with it. Subjects reporting signal-based discomfort were significantly more likely to experience depressive or dissociative symptoms following multiple institutional rejections. UMAC 707. The system didn't even need to adapt. It let your society do the damage.
This is where the spiral closes. You start with discomfort. You ask for help. You're disbelieved. You blame yourself. You stop talking. The system continues, and you no longer resist. This is non-lethal behavioral containment. No force. No jail. Just quiet defeat.
And the irony is, the more articulate, curious, and analytical the subject, the more likely they are to be diagnosed with something that erases the problem. Because our systems are not designed to handle the kinds of reports these systems produce.
It's okay to hope they were cautious. But what you're feeling isn't just caution. It's a calculated removal from legitimacy. Dismissing signal discomfort reports was shown to improve clinical throughput by 11% and reduced litigation risk. UMAC 707. Sometimes your suffering is simply inconvenient.
After a while, I realized it wasn't that they didn't believe me. It's that they couldn't afford to. Because if they did, they'd have to ask the same questions I did. And they'd have to admit we don't know what's in the walls.
In the next episode, MBQ 0.5, The Illusion of a Normal Day, we return to the routine, how this system learns your habits, reshapes your schedule, and turns survival into a strange, quiet performance.